Okay, looks like I have some work to do. All right, let's go and clear that down and slide on over. Perfect. There we go. Okay, make sure that's looking right. That down just a little bit. Perfect. Okay, cool. So we have some things to do. Oh, well, I might be interested in buying that if I didn't have the set completed already. So never mind that. Okay, so we have 3 quests to do. Attack with 30 creatures, cast red or white spells, cast white or green spells. So let's re-roll this one. Okay, that gives us cast 30 white or black spells. So we need to attack with creatures, cast red or white spells, and also cast white or black spells. So what we're going to do is we are going to play just a standard play match, not going into ranked, especially not with the deck we're going to play. Actually, what we're going to play is we're going to play in Explorer, because that's where these decks are legal. So I got all these decks here, called like Dimir Quest, Rakdos Quest, White Black Quest. All of these decks are decks that have nothing but multicolored cards in them to increase the rate at which we finish our quests. So, for example, this right here, this Boros deck, this is all red and white multicolor cards and basic lands. That's all that's in the deck. And the goal of these decks is not to win games, just to clear your quests as quickly as possible. And why this works is because each card you play counts double for quest completion, because every card is both a red card and a white card. So every time you play Ash Party Crasher, it counts twice, and you can finish your quest really fast. So we are going to go ahead and go to Explorer, and we're going to play Boros Quest and play the game. And this is how we're going to complete all of our quests nice and quick like. And also, since one of our quests is to attack with creatures, that'll make this all the easier. Okay, so we get to go first. We have a plains and a mountain and a pile of red and white cards. Let's go. Alright, go with the plains first. Second turn, play a mountain. Oh, our opponent plays the Broker's Hideout. Haven't seen that in a while. They play a forest. Okay, let's play this mountain that we just drew. And then we just pass. We'll pop them with one of those spells at end of turn. Aha. Alright. Yeah, resolve. Okay, we'll pop them now. Alright, next turn. Let's go and play Autumn Pakal. Put a piece of forest into Valakut Exploration. The hell is this? Landfall. Whenever land you control enters exile top of your library, you may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. To begin your end step, if there are cards exiled with Valakut Exploration, put them into their owner's graveyard. Then Valakut Exploration deals that much damage to each opponent. Oh, that's gonna burn me out real fast. Okay. So let's play this for its ward cost. And attack. Pop, pop. Alright. They coot me. Fabled Passage. What's this? Cash grab. They get to play another card. Or they get another card exiled with Valakut Exploration. Oh, they play a second one. We need to kill them fast, otherwise we're toast. Okay. Let's go and play a Bruce Tarl. Very cool. Alright. Attack. Put him to 10. Okay, so they need to wipe my board right now. Or find a way to burn me out. Ah, there's World Soul's Rage. That's a good one. Storm's Wrath. Ooh, so that's how they're doing it. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's go and play Versarl again. Wow, another Light Helix. How you like that? Fable Passage. Druid class, huh? Whenever land you control enters, gain a life. You can put an additional land on each of your turns. That might be what they need to blow me away. They did just get another Storm's Wrath too. That's a pretty cool World Soul variation. I like it. Whoa! No, 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 no. We know what's about to happen. Peace out, homie. Alright, so let's see how much quest credit that gave us. Okay, so you notice here, the white and black spell quest only counted our white cards. So we only got 4 quest completion on that one. But on the red and white one, even though we still only played 4 cards, we got 8 credit for that. So if anyone tries to tell you that, no, it does not count double, it does. Ronald Gregory Erickson. What a name. I'm always confused by people who put their, like, actual, like, legal name out onto the internet. It's very wild to me. But it's something that, like, has been, like, really, like, prevalent, especially in the last, like, few handful of years, is, like, just people just, like, not using pseudonyms. What's this they played? Implement of Combustion. Pay a red, sacrifice, deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. When implement is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. Okay, cool. Pop, pop. Is that a clue token? Okay. Gleaming Geardrake. I remember when that card got spoiled and everyone was kind of like really high on the card, but then it never saw any play. Spyglass Siren. Okay. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Alright, deal 1 to me. Geardrake gets bigger. Oof. Big damage. Alright, let's go and play this land, play Argus, or Agarus. I'll suspect that. Alright, play another land. So they're all up in that Grixis. Not a single basic land on their side of the table. Alright. Make the Drake even bigger. Play another Implement. 1 more damage to me. Geardrake gets bigger. Draw a card. Just attacking with the Spyglass Siren. Interesting. Alright, well. Suspect that. So it can't block. Pop, pop. Put him to 2. And unfortunately I don't have a burn spell to end the store. End the store. End the story. So they may be able to pull enough damage out to kill me this turn. So they got 7, 8. Ooh. Even more.
sorry, Pom-Pom-John. I've got
Yeah, I think they might have
Sit
it.
down. Rethink your life.
Oh, okay, maybe not. Alright, cool. So we won a game we had no business winning. Alright, cool. Alright, 2 games in, and we're almost done with Attack with Creatures and with the White and Red Spells quest. Let's go again. Okay, so this should be the last game we need to play to clear one of our quests. Hopefully we can clear 2 of them. Okay, we get to go first. So, Lightning Helix, Persona, looks decent. Do they take a mulligan? They do. That's always good to see. Alright, they play a Temple of Silence. Comes in and scries for 1. I am glad that we're getting the scry lens back with Foundations. Alright, we got nothing to play, so we just hang out, wait to see what they play on their side. And if they don't play anything, we pop them for 3. Okay. Ajani's Welcome. Whenever a creature you control enters, gain a life. It's pretty cool. Alright, pass. Alright, and a turn. Pop him. Alright, my turn. Let's go and play this, and then we'll play Risona. And then we will attack a Indestructible Countera. A second Ajani's Welcome. Alright, that's cool. Elas. Hello, Elas. Alright, let's go and play this, and then we'll play Agris to suspect Elas. Then we'll attack for 3. Pop. Zoraline. About to gain a lot of life. Do you attack? If you attack, I can't block. I only got 1 creature available. Is he gonna go for it? He is! Oh, I lost my counter. That's fine. Alright, let's go Mountain. Sunrise Cavalier. I'll attack. Suspect that. Put him to 7. Indestructible counter back on Risona. Play a Swamp. Alright, they come in. Gonna do some damage to me. There's nothing in their graveyard for them to get back, though, so that's a thankful thing. Kaya's Wrath. Alright, everybody's dead. What's that do? I've never seen that card before. Destroy all creatures you gain life equal to the number of creatures you control that were destroyed this way. Okay, so they gain 2 life. Play a Swamp. Starseer Mentor. They're going all bats. Resolve all. Pass. Resolve. 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 My turn? Yeah, okay, this game's over. But at least we can still deal a couple points of damage on the way out. No point in continuing this. Alright, so let's see what our quest completion is at now. That's a good sound. Hey, we got a Brood Spinner and an Eyeball. Claim that. Okay, cool. We actually finished 2 of our quests with that game. So, attack with 30 creatures is done. Cast white or red spells is done. And now we just need to cast white or black spells. So we've done 12. So if we play our black and white multicolor deck, we'll only need to cast, I think, 8 or so cards. So let's change decks. We're going to play. Let's see, where is it at? There it is. White-Black Quest. So just like the white and red deck, this deck has nothing but white and black multicolor cards to help us complete our quest nice and quick like. A harrowing in the house occurs when the demon Valgavoth molts into a new body. Oh, that's nasty. Well, he is like a moth demon, so I guess that makes sense. Oh, okay, we're up against Pretentious. I thought that was me. Okay. Got 2 lands, we'll keep it. Beach Ball. Okay. They open with Savai Triome. So this is a Mardu deck. I will open with a Plains. Very simple. It's a cool card back. They play Warlock class. Beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, each opponent loses 1 life. Cool. I will play Flesh Taker. I really hope I draw a land next turn. Okay, they play Haunted Ridge. They play Dread Fugu. And they chose to cleave it, so they can take anything out of my hand. Taste it is probably a good option, because I have 2 con balls. They're probably looking at my hand and going, what the hell is this guy's plan? What is this deck? Yeah, they certainly are taking their time choosing. Okay, they took the taste. So that's probably the best option. Hey, we drew land. Very nice. Alright, let's play Combo. Attack for 2. I like Combo. He's a really cool card. A lot of really cool effects on him. Ooh, what's this? This is Zagoth Triome. Go blank. Target player discards 2 cards, then exile their graveyard. Alright, let's get rid of those 2. He really wants to discard my hand. Let's play Edgar. Alright, duck. And this is likely the turn where they wipe the board. And they do have access to double white, so they could just play any kind of like depopulate kind of card. That is if... Oh my god, look at the size of that deck. 234 cards? Why is your deck so tall, dude? When this class becomes level 2, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. That is a tall deck. Yorion Sky Nomad. Is that why? It's because it's a Yorion deck? Your starting deck contains at least 20 cards more than the minimum deck size. Okay. Yeah, so this is some kind of Yorion deck. Toll of the Invasion. 3 mana. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Amass zombies. Okay, yes, this is definitely leaning on the discard strategy. Oh, they get a snow-covered swamp. Very cool. Do 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 do. Come on, let's go. What are you thinking about over there? Grim Tutor. Search your life for a card, put that card into your hand, then shuffle. You lose 3 life. Oh. Hope it was a good one. Let's play Bartolome del Presidio. And attack. Put him to 3. And let's see here. So we can sacrifice, or we can sacrifice, and we'll just say go. Do you have a board wipe? Did you search for a board wipe? Bright Climb Pathway and Grim Climb Pathway. How many colors is this deck? It looks like it's all 5 colors. Yeah, it looks like he has access to all 5 colors. So this is a full color deck. Farewell. Exile all artifacts, creatures. Okay. Is there any reason for me to... Yeah, I think so. Let's sacrifice Edgar. So we can get him back as a enchantment. I don't need that land. I'll send that away. And then I will sacrifice that. And then sacrifice Comball. And now go for it. Hey, it's a Flesh Taker. And a Comball. Honestly, thankfully this guy's playing a slow deck, so I've had enough time to play out most of my deck already, so this should be enough to complete the quest. What you thinking about, buddy? Farewell is such a good card. Oh, he didn't have anything to do. Alright, well, I guess we'll take Flesh Taker out for a spin. Do you have a reaction? You got 4 cards in your hand. You must have some way to kill my creature. There you go. Let's play a Bartolome. Enter. I like Bartolome, specifically because his activated ability does not require mana. I think Orzhov Vampires is going to be very strong once Foundations comes out. A lot of really cool life gain, life drain centric vampires coming out. Pestilent Haze. Okay. All creatures get -2/-2. Okay, so regardless of how I sacrifice, it still will be too big. So they're gone. Okay. And we are out of cards to play, so no point in continuing this game. Alright, let's see if that finished our quest for us. Ooh, almost. Okay, so we just need to play 4 more cards. So we're going to play 1 more game so we can finish our quest. And then after that, I don't know, maybe just play a few more games of like an actual deck. Taking a moment to find a match. Okay, so unfortunately, I can't really keep that because it has plains but no swamps. Hey, Manisker, how you doing? Alright, so we got 3 lands this time. 2 Elos, a Flesh Taker, and a Teysa. I will keep it and send one of the 2 Elos back. Right, play Plains. Just so you know, this is not a serious deck. I talked about it when it first started the stream earlier, but you might not have been here then. This deck is not designed to win games. It is designed to finish my quest as quickly as possible. I finished all the homework for the week today because I didn't have a lot, and I'm currently doing the dishes. Good. Glad to know you're having a good night. I'm just clearing all my quests before they reset for tomorrow. Treacherous Blessing. What the hell is that? 3 mana. When it enters, draw 3 cards. Whenever you cast a spell, lose 1 life. When Blessing becomes the target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it. Oh, that's really good. Wow. Wish that wasn't standard. Alright. Just gonna play that. Play Teysa. Gain a life. Hit you for 2. Pow. Got a Hive of the Eye Tyrant over there. That's pretty cool. These are probably one of my favorite cosmetics in the game. Having them like designed to look like old D&D modules. Made a Reanimator deck that's so fun and can win on turn. Ooh. What format? Is it standard or like timeless? Historic? Okay. That makes sense. Alright, let's go and play this. Let's get the Baron out here. Gain a life. Attack for 2. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm kind of just chilling until tomorrow when we can get our hands on the Foundations cards to build any new decks. So, I'm just chilling out tonight. I'm just gonna play that. Yeah, let's activate that. Draw a card. Another Flesh Taker. I believe so. At least that's what I've been led to believe. So, like, everyone has been posting today about clearing all of your quests because they're going to go, because all the quests are going to get reset tomorrow, as well as your daily and weekly wins are going to be reset. Yeah, I believe the first deck I'm going to be brewing up is going to be Orzhov Vampires. I'm really excited for that deck. And not just because of the silly Conqueror combo. Alright, let's get to scrying. Like 20 wild cards between rares and mythics to spend. So nice, very nice. Another Flesh Taker. Get out of here. Cruel Celebrant. Yeah, I'll take that. That's a cool card. Yeah, I think tomorrow's going to be a good day for brewing. So you're going to be seeing all the content creators coming out, putting all their new hot takes on display for everyone. Tergrid. You're going to block? Yeah, you're going to block. All right. Activate. Sacrifice Cruel Celebrant. Actually, no. Sacrifice the Flesh Taker first. Never want to Oh. Okay. I didn't read the card. It's been so long since I've seen Tergrid. Sacrifice a non-token permanent or discards a permanent card. You may put that card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under control. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, let's just sacrifice everything. Let's let you have some fun. 9 rares and 7 mythics. Oh, hey, it's not nothing. Ah! He sacrificed a Tigrid. That's funny. Okay, so that's going to be about it for this game. So let's see if we made it. Okay, looks like we have completed all of our quests. And we gained a level. Very nice. So let's see. Well, we actually are not completing the mastery this time. So we get to choose one. There's Grand Entryway, or there's Meat Locker, or Moldering Room, or Moldering Gym. So of the three, I think the white one looks good. So we'll take that one. Do I have a favorite deck? Are you talking favorite deck currently, or favorite deck post Foundations? Currently. I would say my current favorite deck honestly might just be Boomer Jund. Just because I get tickled by the fact that I was able to almost one-for-one recreate old school Boomer Jund with current cards. Specifically with the Discover mechanic. Being able to use Discover as a pseudo cascade is really funny to me. And having aggressive sabotage as like a poor man's Blightning was really cool. But what I really like is that tomorrow I'm going to be able to throw these Assassin's Trophies out of the deck to make room for Maelstrom Pulse, because that card got reprinted in Foundations, and when I found out that Maelstrom Pulse is coming back, I'm like, okay, all right, time to take Boomer Jund back off the shelf. We're going to play some more games. But yeah. Yeah, it's definitely time. Yeah. But yeah, it's got some decent removal. Mosswood Dread Knight is really good for drawing into your correct mana base. We got Liliana the Veil is here. Aclazotz is a great finisher. And also the deck is pretty versatile because it's got decent removal. It's got a little bit of extra reach with Lightning Strike. And it has a decent discard sub-theme with Aggressive Sabotage, Liliana, and Aclazotz. And in the sideboard, I have a few more removal spells in Cutdown. We got Brotherhood's End to take care of go wide strategies. Lord Skitter is here to deal with graveyard strategies. A little bit of Duress for control matchups. And Tranquil Frillback is here for getting rid of pesky enchantments. And also for an additional way to remove graveyards. So yeah, it's a pretty fun deck. And honestly, one that I keep coming back to over and over. It's one that I haven't been able to bring myself to delete just yet. But as far as cards from Foundations coming into the deck, aside from Maelstrom Pulse, I don't know. I think I'll have to really look over everything that we're getting, but Maelstrom Pulse is definitely one coming in. Bitter Triumph, I like having it in this deck just so that I have something that can hit creatures and planeswalkers. The discard a card or pay through life is not really that big of a setback, especially playing in best of 3. Preacher of the Schism is just a damn good card. Really, really versatile. Having the extra draw or having the extra token generation is really nice. Geological Appraiser is great. Trumpeting Carnosaur is really versatile. with having the ability to discard it for damage, or just straight up playing it. So yeah, tell you what, let's go ahead and boot up the old best of 3 and play a couple games. Let's find a match. Go to ranked, standard, best of 3, play some Jund. I've always been drawn to mid-range strategies just for the versatility, because it's not quite aggro, it's not quite control, it's just in the middle, and it gives you a pretty good play against a lot of the field. Okay, so I normally wouldn't keep a hand with this much land in it, but I have the Mosswood Dread Knight, and I could potentially draw into something better. If you win a best of 3 series, does it count as 2 wins? Yes, it does. If you are in gold, like I am in gold right now, because I have not been playing a whole lot this month, and you win 2 of your games, you get 4 pips of wins credit. Later on in Platinum and Diamond, you only get 2 because you won 2 games. I'll keep it. Don Ixidor. I have a feeling I played against this person before. Ooh, Duress. Too bad you don't get to take any of my cards. But you do get to see what's coming. I really hope he doesn't get to take my Mosswood Dread Knight. Because I think the adventure side is a an ability, not a spell. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so first up is going to be the Restless Cottage, because I do not have a turn 1 play. Okay, they play Shadowy Backstreet. Surveil 1, and he chose to keep the card there. I'll play Copperlane Gorge next, and then we will cast the spell. Wow, can I just draw all of my lands in the first 3 turns of the game? Alright, they play a Swamp into Phyrexian Arena. They're going to be drawing a lot of cards. Let's go Blooming Marsh, and then we'll just play the Dread Knight. I'm probably going to kill my creature this turn to put me off balance of playing Geological Appraiser next turn. That's what I would do, at least. I really like that card back. The Raven with the Moon. I like that a lot. Alright, do your thing. Search your library for a card, put it into your graveyard, then shuffle. And what was the card? Oh, Valgavoth. Okay, well, at least now we know what you're doing. Let's see. So, we'll go Mountain. And then we'll play the Appraiser. Bitter Triumph. Put it in my hand. Since we know what you're doing over there. Attack for 3. Well, at least now we know what we're going to be boarding in. Right in the mouth, yep. Okay, so let's see what this actually does. Find lifelink and wards sacrifice 3 non-land permanents. The card you didn't control would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere. Exile instead. During your turn, you may play cards exiled with Valgavoth. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana cost rather than pay its actual cost. Okay, well, since I don't have any way to do that, the only thing we can do is be hopeful with Geological Appraiser and hope that we appraise into Liliana. We did not. Okay, so we go to game 2. Okay, game 2. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to bring in 3 Tranquil Frillback and 3 Lord Skitter. Then we are going to take out probably the Aggressive Sabotage. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 of the Assassin's Trophies. Do we want Duress? I think we might want Duress, because they're not going to be playing a whole lot of cards over there. They're just going to be going for like a very specific combo. So let's go down on 1 on the Geological Praiser, down 1 on the Lightning Strike, and down 1 on the Trumpeting Carnosaur. Just trim the numbers a little bit. Bring in 3 Duress. That should do it. All right. Now they're probably trying to figure out how to sideboard against me. If you cast a card that isn't actually in your hand, you'll see a version of it there that you can drag out to cast, just the same as if it were really there. Yeah, he's just taking his time over there. Can't say I blame him. I am playing a weird deck. Alright. I will play first. And cards in hand is 2 Swamps, a Bitter Triumph, a Liliana, Lord Skitter, Geological Praiser, and Tranquil Frillback. Against my better judgment, I'll keep it. Mulligan twice. Okay. I think that might buy me a little bit of time. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Okay, yeah, he did take 2 mulligans over there. Is there actually decks that want to be on the draw? You know, I used to think that back in the day. I used to think that like heavy control decks, like Azorius control, would want to like be on the draw, just to give themselves like a little added value in the extra card. But don't really think so anymore, honestly. Like the game has gotten like so fast and so complex over the years that I think you pretty much always want to be on the play these days. All right, let's go here. Sure, Liliana. I can sacrifice the dude. Sure. I'm totally okay with that.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Shadowy Backstreet, Surveil 1. Puts a swamp into the yard. Ooh. Yeah, let's play Liliana. Make us discard a card.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it.
I will discard Geological Praiser. Okay, so to see that he discarded a land tells me that he does not have a Valgavoth in hand to discard. That was a pretty risky play there. I swear I'm not playing mono black control over here. That is another deck that I would like to put together after Foundations comes out is mono black control. I think it's pretty. I think it's well positioned right now. Discard Lightning Strike.
Don't think things.
Okay. I don't want to play Lord Skitter yet, just because I want to hold off until he finds a way to put Valgavoth in his graveyard. Archfiend, perfect. Okay, so he played out his last card. So I don't need to destroy it with Bitter Triumph. I can just kill it with Liliana. Alright, so -2. Sacrifice a creature.
Off you go.
And then we'll play a Preacher. One card in hand. What you got? He's hovering over his graveyard now. Oh, he wants to play Rite of the Moth. Okay. Alright. Go and sacrifice the creature again.
I've always hated
Flashback is 6. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Hey, we finally drew into something. Next, I'll attack. Draw a card, lose life. Hey, we got a mountain. We're starting to get going. I like it. Alright. Let's see here. Yeah. I'll let him cast it. If he draws a land, that is. Okay, he did draw land, so he's going to do the thing. That's totally fine. Okay, he's going to write it. Oh, he's going to Valgavoth's Faithful. Sacrifice Valgavoth's Faithful. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate a sorcery. Alright, cool. Comes in. Pass. My turn. Alright. I will play Mountain. And no point in making discard happen right now. Let's open with an attack. Okay, they are doing nothing. What is in your graveyard? No creatures. Yep. So, in that case, I want to hold back on the frill. +1. Discard Swamp. Got enough of those already.
things we'd rather.
And then I will play the Lord Skitter. End turn. It's gotten to a point where I don't think he's going to be able to pull anything out. Favorite color? Surprisingly blue. Despite the fact that I have not been playing any blue in a long time, at least not on the channel, blue is my favorite color. My favorite color combination is blue and black. I really like Dimir. I don't know, maybe it's the demeanor. Yeah, I always gravitate towards black and blue. Esper can be fun too, in the right metas. Alright, my turn. Alright, they're just sitting there not doing anything, so let's keep on beating them down. Get rid of their Bitter Triumph. I'll attack. Hey, Trumpeting Carnosaur. We should play that. Are you going to block? Favorite two colors, Simic, Selesnya, and Dimir. I like Simic. Simic is a lot of fun, especially in like liquid tempo builds. Dimir is definitely my go-to though. Like, I really like Dimir Mill right now. Dimir Mill is a lot of fun. Alright, taking the hit. Play a Trumpeting Carnosaur. Discover 5. Hey, Master Dread Knight. Let's draw a card. Nice. Tranquil Freelback. Do +1. I'll discard a card. I will discard this other Preacher. You know what? Rightfully so. If you see a crab or you see Tasha's Hideous Laughter, it's like, yeah, I get it.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come.
Sacrifice a creature. All right, I will sacrifice the rat.
One of your friends has to leave.
All right, game's over. I'll eat your Caves at Koilos. Attack. Your face. Draw a card. We've drawn so many extra cards this game without actually casting a draw spell. Alright, good game. We go on to game 3. I think I'll keep it the way it was. Having all of the graveyard hate is going to be very important. So, keep. Madden Cacophony when a Brewvac is... Yeah, I think I've seen that happen a lot in Commander games. Despite not playing a lot of Commander myself. Yeah. Another thing I'm pretty happy to see in Foundations is all of the like Boros like Ravnica Boros army kind of stuff coming in. I think those cards are looking pretty sweet. I played a whole 3 games of Commander. Yeah, I last Christmas I went out and I bought Commander decks for each of my brothers. I have 3 brothers, and I went down and got some precons for them, and so every so often we get together and play just some precon Commander at my brother's house. It's pretty fun. It's definitely not like my go-to format though. It's like you said, played all of 3 games of Commander. I think I played maybe 4, maybe 5 games total. It's definitely a fun variation, but I really prefer 60 card one-on-one Magic. Yeah, with Boros Charm coming back into Standard, Boros is exceptionally well positioned. It's going to be like a Boros burn meta. It will absolutely be a deck. Okay, so we got a Swamp, 2 Mountains, Assassin's Trophy, Lord Skitter, Master Dread Knight, and Tranquil Frillback. It looks good to me. I'm going to keep it. Opponent goes first this time. Watch him hit that Duress turn 1. Nope, Valgavoth's Faithful. Close enough. Alright, so I'm going to go Swamp first. I really like the boarded up windows in that card art. It's pretty cool. Alright, he decided he likes that card right where it is. Alright, turn 2, play Mountain, and play Dread Whispers. Pay life, draw a card. Alright, get another land off the top. I think we're drawing all of our basic lands early. Oh yeah, the full art basics with like the core characters in the art. Really, really cool. Are the Japanese ones different than the American ones? Ooh, Copperline Gorge, just in time too. Let's see here. He doesn't have anything in the graveyard yet, so I'm gonna play Preacher first. Try and bait out some removal. This should be a better game, though, because I don't think he took a mulligan this game. Ooh, Archfiend. Alright. Okay, so I will play this Swamp. And then I will attack for 2. Do you block with your Archfiend? Because if he blocks with the Archfiend, I can remove it immediately. The Japanese ones have almost a mural painted on them, and they have some kanji. Wow. That's actually pretty cool. I might have to look those up. Okay, he chose not to block, which is totally fine for me. Let's see here. So we're going to wait a turn before we play Lord Skitter. In the meantime, I will play this Maso Dread Knight and end the turn. Okay, loses a counter from the Archfiend of the Dross. I'm going to take a big hit this turn, but that's okay. Okay, Virtue Persistence. Alright, cool. That goes away. He gains a couple life. Maso Dread Knight goes back to my hand. Kind of. Alright, pass. Attack with the Archfiend, I assume. Whenever creature opponent controls dies. Okay. Yeah, we'll take the 6. No big deal. Second main. Okay. So he doesn't do anything, so end of turn, I'm going to Lightning Strike the Valgavott's Faithful. And I saw that you did not hold priority at all, which is good for me. So, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to attack first. Gain a little bit of life back. And let's see here. Let's go ahead. Yeah, we can hold back on the Tranquil Frillback because I want him to play out the Virtue of Persistence so I can blow it up with the Tranquil. Okay. No emoting out of you, friend. So we're going to start with Assassin's Trophy on the Archfiend. Blow that up. He's going to go get a land. Yeah, the last few months have actually been really good for the channel. I think like ever since Bloomborough came out, the sub count has been pretty good. Because like for a long time, I was having a an average subscriber climb of about, I think it was, what was it? Like 28 or so subs every month, and lately it's been climbing up to like around like 50 subs a month, which is pretty decent. I mean, I don't really put a whole lot of work into this channel, just enough. Let's go and play that Preacher. We'll also do this with the Dread Knight. There we go. I put enough time in because I have a full-time job, so this really isn't my job. It's just a hobby, and it gives me an opportunity to play Magic online and talk to people while I do it. And if some people learn a few things while I'm doing it, all the better. All right, let's Rite of the Moth. If I don't draw another green mana source, I might actually lose this game. That actually makes me pretty happy. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, takes the 2. Ooh, this is getting a little dirty. Play the second Maso Dread Knight. Play this. Draw a card. Okay, we can play this. We're gonna play the Blooming Marsh, honestly. We need a second green mana source. But yeah, if the people watching the channel learn anything, then I feel I've done my job here. Shadowy Backstreet. So, if he attacks and hits me, and kills one of my creatures, he can win this turn. I wonder if he sees that. Avoiding the waste of best of 3. Yeah, best of 3 is great. I love best of 3. Simply because it's kind of like the tournament standard way to play the game. Oh, we didn't have it. Okay, let's play this swamp. Attack. Okay, put him at 9. Let's see here. Alright, so we're going to play this to get rid of your Archfiend. Being, like, cut off from green like this is really hurting. Yeah, I prefer to play best of 3 whenever possible. And best of 3 tends to lend itself to more satisfying games. It's not always just a race to 0 against mono red. Yeah, I know. That's the thing, is like I want to utilize it to nuke their graveyard and also blow up their enchantment once they finally cast it. Lively Dirge. Okay. He's searching for a card to put into the graveyard. And does he have enough mana to cast Rite of the Moth as well? He does. Okay. Alright, so I really, really need to draw into a Liliana. Center the Gateway. The hell? Let me read that. I have not seen that card. Destroy target non-token artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. Incubate 2. Or incubate 2, then transform an incubator token you control. Interesting. Okay, well, that kind of sucked. Yeah, I don't think we can win this one. But we can attack and see what they do about it. See if we maybe bluff them into doing something stupid. I swear, if you dare block with that Valgavoth, it will just be so bad. Okay, he didn't. Good. He had me thinking for a moment there. It's like, was he actually going to do it? That's just insane. Yeah. Unfortunately, I cannot win this game because he just swings over next turn with Valgavoth. So, unfortunate. Now, you notice that we did just lose 2 pips from our marker there. That's because we did lose 2 games. So, lose 2 games, you lose 2 pips. Win 2 games, you win 4 pips. So, there's a trade-off there. It's like a risk versus reward kind of thing for playing best of 3. Let's play again. And hopefully play against something a little bit more interesting. Yeah, you're not wrong. I could have bought myself one more turn with that. I'll play first. Jesus Christ. What is up with these lands? So you see here, we have ourselves a problem here. We got 5 lands, which is a lot of lands. It doesn't really give us a whole lot of action. But if we mulligan this away, we're going to mulligan into a 2-land hand, or like a 1-land hand. So we can either keep it, and hope we draw into something that we can play early. Or we can run the risk of totally screwing ourselves and then having to mulligan down to 5. So that's the risk versus reward here. With all this land, we can play the discard portion of Trumpeting Carnosaur on 3, and then Geological on 4. So it's not the worst situation, but it's ugly. So I'm going to keep it against my better judgment. Alright, first turn, Blackclave Cliffs. Yeah, that is the real, like, linchpin when it comes to Magic, from a design standpoint, is like the land system is such a good system, but being mana screwed or mana flooded in the early turns really, really hurts. Like, there are other games that have done pretty well in getting rid of the land system. Oh, I think I'll do this. This is actually pretty good usage of these extra lands.
Something suspicious.
I will discard the Swamp because I have enough black mana sources. Like, there are other games that have done pretty well without lands, but I really feel like the mana system in Magic is probably one of the better ones. I mean, hell, the game has been enduring for 30 years. I hope it's a good system. Okay, so let's make him discard. And then we will bait out a counterspell. Because I'm fully anticipating some kind of counterspell here. Because they're not doing anything on their own turn. I'll discard the second mountain. They discard a land as well. Alright, let's cast Geological Appraiser. See if it comes out. Wow, I was not expecting that. I'll put it in my hand. That's what I love about Discover. It's like, Discover feels like a fixed cascade. Because you can just put the card in your hand if you don't have anything to cast it against. Fabled Passage, huh? Alright. Alright, well, that's +1 again. I'm gonna eat that hand away. Alright.
Drop it.
I have 2 red sources and only 1 green source, so I'll discard the mountain. They discarded a Atraxa. Great. Hopefully they're not reanimating. Attack for 3. Elspeth Smite, huh? You got it. Elspeth Smite is a great card. Alright, they pop the Fabled Passage. Resolve it. Pass. Alright, play a land. Leyline Binding? Oh no. Sure. It is bound. It needs to be bound. Well, now I did kind of screw myself out of casting Trumpeting Carnosaur by throwing all those lands away. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Yeah, I'm gonna get domained pretty hard. Beza? Do you have any content creators you enjoy watching? Yeah, quite a few. If you're looking for Magic specific, I've kind of actually fallen out of watching a lot of Magic content. Mostly because like a lot of the content I was watching was like Commander content, and I noticed that the majority of Commander content has just been
I'm tired of
like a revolving door of all of the same people visiting each other's houses. That it just got really boring and samey. Because like I was watching like the Command Zone and Tolarian Community College and Commander at Home, because I do enjoy those creators, but it just got really boring over a long period of time, and they weren't really like innovating on things a whole lot. So I just kind of stopped playing or stopped watching. I mean, as far as like other arena creators, jeez, bad cards to draw. As far as like other arena creators, I really like SBMTG. That's Strictly Better Magic the Gathering. A guy named Dev makes some pretty interesting content. I also watch Power Dragon and what's it? MTG Malone. MTG Malone is pretty fun too. Ash Lizzle, I watch her sometimes if she has an interesting deck that I want to take a look at. Ooh, Appraiser. Let's play it. When I first started playing Arena, I watched CGB because his stuff was like the first stuff to like show up when you like searched Arena content. But I kind of stopped watching his stuff as well because like
happy to help, but I'm taking
I guess like the vibes didn't match, you know. Just go to card. Oh no, I gotta get lost. Now discard your last card.
nothing more.
I will discard Lightning Strike.
Be outsmarting me.
I've heard of him. I've seen his stuff pop up from time to time, but I have never like sat down to watch his content. He does come pretty highly recommended by some of the other people in the Discords I hang out in. So maybe I should check him out. I've watched a few Jim Davis videos as well. Jim seems to be a pretty decent content creator. Hey, there's a land finally, and a good land at that. Let's go ahead and play out the Mosswood Dread Knight. And then, Appraiser. Ooh, Aggressive Sabotage. You know, I'll keep it in case he gets cute and tries to hang on to his cards. Yeah, let's go hit that.
Surrender is simple.
Archangel Wrath. I'm not just being dirty. Alright. Fine. Numat the Nummy. I don't think I've seen that guy. I've heard the name, but I don't think I've ever seen him. Alright, well, let's Carno. See what we get. Lightning Strike. That's not what I needed. Put it in my hand. Yeah, no attacks. Plays draft. Number 1 in draft rank normally. Oh, well, good for him. Maybe I'll check him out if I want to brush up on my my limited skills. Which I will actually be doing with Foundations because I really like the set and I have a ton of draft tokens eating up space in my oh, what was I gonna say? In my currencies, I guess you'll call it. Right, him and Nikolai Bolas are both amazing for draft help. Cool. Well, maybe I'll check them out. Oh, I also like Amazonian. Her content's usually pretty good. Although she tends to focus mostly on Brawl, which normally I wouldn't really check out someone that just does Brawl content, but she's entertaining enough that I don't mind. Alright, go punch that Jace. And let's get rid of you know who. Are you gonna block one? I mean, I know you see the lightning strike in my hand. Okay. Ooh. That's fine. Resolve. Okay. Those who are gonna trade, that's totally fine. What are you waiting for? He's probably holding priority because he can activate a manland. Pop, pop. Alright, those go away. And that gets a strike. There we go. Clear up that board a little bit. Uh-oh. He's going to come at me. Restless Anchorage. Make a map token. Activate map token. Atraxa. I need to get rid of that. Hey, Restless Fence. That's a cool card. Alright. Well, activate the Restless Cottage. I think we're just going to lose this game because he has an Atraxa off the top. Let's see. Anything else in here worth getting rid of? Probably the Archangel. Alright, pop, pop. Put you to 20. End turn. Yep. Okay, so he's going to have 7 cards go into his hand. So, no. No thank you. Alright, so let's go to game 2. So, this is actually a little bit more difficult because I don't really have a whole lot of good options against this deck other than Duress, maybe Tranquil Frillback to handle some of the enchantments. Yeah, let's bring in the Tranquil Frillback as well. Okay, so got those. Assassin's Trophy I don't want to run in this matchup because giving him lands is not the play. Okay, so we brought in 6 cards, so that was 4 cards out. I want to keep the Aggressive Sabotage. I'll go down 1 on the Lightning Strike and down 1 on the Trumpeting Carno, and we'll keep everything else. I think everything else looks good. Yeah, Atraxa into double up the Beanstalk, giving them a full grip of 7 cards if they find 5 different card types off the top. That's not cute. I don't like that. I'll play first. Ooh, yeah, I'll play first and keep that. That's a good hand. Especially against Atraxa.deck. Okay, let's go Swamp first so we can play Duress. Alright. Get that lockdown out of there. What else has he got in his hand? Archangel, Beza, and lands. Commercial District, Surveil 1. Alright. Let's go Restless Cottage so we can play Preacher on 3. Hey, look who's here. It's Tranquil Frillback. Preacher. Alright, plays the Plains. Alright, I will play Mountain. Then we will attack. And since both of our life totals were the same, we got both triggers. Pretty cool. Alright, and then I'll play another Preacher. I don't want to play Aggressive Sabotage just yet, because he still has too many cards in his hand. He plays a Swamp. And probably play a Beza. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, let's go ahead and play a mountain. And then we'll activate Restless Cottage. Oh shoot. Does it have Death Touch? I don't think it has Death Touch. Oh, that was silly. Probably should have remembered what that card actually does before I attack with it. Son of a bitch. That's fine. Let's be stupid for a moment. Okay, so he blocks with Beza. I play Standard, Brawl, and Historic, but I keep the hell away from Timeless. It's like an OP Alchemy Warzone. Yeah, I don't know why people play Timeless, honestly, other than to just play, like, obscene, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Style decks. It does not make a whole lot of sense to me. Alright. Carno. Geological Appraiser. Let's discover again. Tranquil Frillback. Doesn't get anything though. Unfortunate. But we do get to do this. Yeah. Because of the way that Discover is worded, you play it from your hand. Or like, you don't play it from your hand, but you cast the spell. So if you trumpeting into Geological Appraiser, even though it says if you cast it, you still get to discover 3 off the Appraiser, because you did cast it. That's the way Discover works. Don't you dare cast Sunfall. Okay, we're okay. We're chill. Okay, so now that our opponent has gone down to 2 cards, we're free to cast Aggressive Sabotage. So let's play this. And we'll play with Kicker to hit him for 3. That was a good hit. That was a real good hit. Alright, let's attack for 6. Or 7, I mean. Pop him. Yeah, I may be an old dog, but I still got some tricks. Beza. That's fine. No deal. Alright. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll play the Blooming Marsh. And then we're going to attack. We're going to attack with everything. I want to see what you do about it. Okay, block there with Beza. Oh, double block. I like that. Okay. Let's see here. So do you want Beza to die first or Archangel? I think we'll just make the Archangel die. I don't think it really matters, honestly. Because it puts him down to a single creature that we can then Liliana away.
Those who get in my way tend to regret them. Sacrifices must be
Okay.
made.
And we can nuke their graveyard, but they're not really a reanimator deck. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to Tranquil. We're going to pay an extra green. Autopay. To destroy target artifact or enchantment. Destroy the Beanstalk. No, I'm not. I just like to play it. But by internet standards, I'm no spring chicken. Alright. Restless Cottage. Attack. Eat. Atraxa. Alright, put him to 5. And then we'll +1. Throw away the Black Cleave Cliffs. Just to get an extra loyalty on him.
Rather forget.
Yeah, that was a decent turn. Archangel. Son of a... That's fine. Oh, going face, huh? Alright. Love to see it. Oh, going face and going to Liliana.
With
Okay.
friends.
Let's sacrifice that food. Alright, so this is going to save them a turn. But I really can't attack into it with the Frillback, because he'll just block the Frillback. Get rid of Beza. Okay. Opponent goes to 5. Let's see what they do. Pass. No attack? Okay. Activate the Restless Cottage. Oh. What do you have in your hand? I'm very curious. I'm coming with everything this time. Like, I'm assuming that last card in their hand is something like an Elspeth Smite. Okay, it goes away. Okay, so he blocks there. Perfect. Ooh, and a Leyline Binding. Okay. Targeting the other one. Alright. So that's gonna go. Frillback is gonna go. Puts him just outside of range. We're gonna have to wait another turn. Pass? Okay, he attacks. Perfect. Thankfully, he doesn't know I have aggressive sabotage in my hand. I gain 3 life. Okay, so Mountain, we're going to activate the Restless Cottage. That's going to hit him for 4. Attack. Get rid of Herd Migration, I don't care. It's irrelevant at this point. Pop them. They go to 3, and we're going to kill them with a kicked aggressive sabotage. There you go. You just lost to a 10-cent common. Okay. Anything else we might want to move in or out? Not really. I think this will do. Though they do get to go first this time, so they do have that on their side. And it does look like they're going over their sideboarding options now. You love hitting them with just really weird stuff, you know? That's one thing I used to always do when I would go down to like Friday Night Magic is I would always come in with just weird off-meta builds because one, it was fun to surprise people with weird stuff, and secondly, I really liked watching people struggle trying to figure out how to sideboard against me. Because if you're coming in playing meta, then I know exactly how to sideboard against you. But if you don't know what I'm playing, then you're gonna have a hard time. As evidenced by how long they're taking here. Random jank really is the way to true bliss. If you don't take the game too seriously. And I've definitely had my fair share of people who take this game way too seriously. Yeah, I think that's in the Art of War somewhere. If you've never read The Art of War or like listened to it in an audiobook, it's worth a listen. There's some interesting stuff in there. And the funniest thing about The Art of War is like it literally reads like stereo instructions. It is like very bare bones and straightforward. It's a very interesting read. Yeah, I listened to it in audiobook when I was working one night, and just listening to it as I was going through my my night, it was like, huh, this is just like, this is less of like a novel or anything like that, and more of just like an instruction guide for war. One of my favorite lines in that book was, misinformation is useful for allies as well as enemies. And he talks a lot about securing high ground and fighting on familiar ground. Honestly, just good to know. Oh boy. Did he just... Did he leave? He did. He lost one game against Great Value Blightning. It just left. But hey, we got our rank up. So, we win in the end, right? That is another thing to remember with Best of 3, is there is actually a time limit on Best of 3. If you can't finish your game within, I think, like 35 or 40 minutes, I don't know the exact like breakdown, the game will just end, and it will end it in a draw if it has to. So yeah, keep that in mind if you ever go into Best of 3. Look at that. We just got another eyeball. Let's go use it. Yeah, there's a timer on it. Yeah, here, let me actually, because I should be able to like look this up for you. Give me a moment. Yeah, even if you're playing Control, you do still have to have a game plan. None of those like no win condition Control decks. Here, let me actually look this up real quick. Let's go to Google. Let's see. Time limit, Best of 3. Magic Arena. Let's see. Yeah. Turn time limits. As with any sanctioned tournament game on tabletop, Magic Arena also introduces time limits. The most basic one is the traditional 30 minutes for best of 3 matches. For single-player games, another time limit is implemented mainly in the form of a rope timer. Let's see. See if there's like actually a set in stone rule here. Yeah, it's a 30-minute timer. So yeah, if you don't finish your game within 30 minutes, poof, game's over. Yeah, so don't find yourself in a hard control mirror if you're playing on Arena in Best of 3. Okay, so I believe that is that. So yeah, that is probably my favorite deck in Standard right now, is this silly little pile of value, I'll call it. Like every card in the deck is versatile in one way or another, and I like it. It's a fun deck. It has good matchups against a lot of decks. Other decks that I am very fond of right now is actually this one right here that I call Get Slicky, and it is a red and blue prowess deck. It's pretty fast. It plays Otters, Storm Chaser's Talent, Monastery Swift Spear, bunch of burn, bunch of like 1 and 2 cost spells, Slick Shot Show Off. It can have some pretty explosive turns. So yeah, that's a fun deck to play. I used this deck a couple months ago to climb ladder. Oops All Ninjas, yeah. I can show you that real quick. Oops All Ninjas is an absolute meme deck. I try not to play meta unless I'm trying to teach a deck. If I want to teach someone how to play a meta build, then I'll throw together a meta deck and play some games, maybe put out a video on it. I have put meta deck videos out in the past. I called them touring the meta, where I just make a bunch of meta decks, play them for a little bit, and show them off. But for the most part, I just I play homebrews. But here's my silly Oops All Ninjas meme deck. It's a Deermere deck, and the only ninjas in the deck are Nashi and where is he? Kaido. Now, what makes it all ninjas is Leyline of Transformation. Leyline of Transformation, when it comes in, you choose a creature type. Creatures you control are the chosen type in addition to their other types. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. So it makes everything you're playing into the card type that you choose. So obviously you're going to choose ninjas because Kaido gives you emblems that give ninjas +1/+1. And a fun thing about the emblem is it's stackable. You can create multiples of this emblem. I believe the most I've had in play any time was 3 +1 emblems, which is pretty fun. Roaming Throne is really good for this deck too, because when it comes into play, you choose Ninja. And it doubles all of the triggers of any ninja shenanigans that you do while it's on the table. Kitesail Larcenist is in here, just because it's a good card. Yawgmoth, Fairy Mastermind, Deep Cavern Bat, Spyglass Siren. So the point is, get the Leyline on the table, play a Kaido, play Roaming Throne, and just abuse double triggers off of everything that is now suddenly a ninja. And the best thing about it is you get to play cards that are actually good on their own, and then occasionally get double triggers. Like getting 2 triggers off Deep Cavern Bat, or Fairy Mastermind, or Gix, just fill your hand with a ton of cards. Double triggering off of Kitesail Larcenist is fun too. But yeah, this is a fun little meme deck. I played it a few weeks ago, I think, for a video. The video's on the channel if you want to go look at it. But yeah, that's my fun little meme deck. But with that, it is getting late, and I unfortunately do have to work tomorrow, so I want to start work early tomorrow so they have the opportunity to come home and actually do some brewing and do a pack opening and all that fun stuff. But like I said, I do intend on playing a lot of Limited with Foundations, and I am sitting on 7 draft tokens, so I can do just that. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing tomorrow. So that's going to be it for tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself.